Hi everyone, so we got a lot to talk about, so let's get started. So I'm recording this on my MacBook Air with M1 Apple Silicon chip. So you can see how much storage this exactly takes. So to give you a fair overview, you can see, right, let's wait for this to load properly. So you can expect this macOS Tahoe to take so much storage, right? This is a developer preview, so it might be a bit more than usual. Okay, so now moving on to the settings, we have a brand new look and feel, right? This is a new design language inside of not only macOS but the entire set of devices. So macOS 26 is going to be compatible with these Macs. So in case you have anything later than M1, like this is post Intel, so your Mac should be compatible with macOS 26 Tahoe. Okay. Now moving over, the first thing that we have to really showcase is the new control center. So that's completely redesigned and it has a new liquid glass look, right? You can also add new controls. This you can do in the control center. The look and feel is very consistent with iOS and iPadOS. Even those who are using macOS might have an idea of how things are. So I'm really excited to test out these things, but I was just playing around and I found that there are still a little bit of bugs which are there. For example, I'm not able to resize the widgets as of now, but I'm sure Apple will fix that in a later update. So you can also put it in the menu bar or you can put it in the control center depending on your selected option. Okay, so now we'll move over to the appearance in settings, and then let's have a look at this new feature called clock. So you can change the lock screen clock style according to the shape and weight. This is very similar to what we do for iPhone lock screen, right? Okay, so now let's move over to the appearances and see we have 4 different options with us regarding the set of icons. So the icons over here can be, put in dark mode and also can be clear and tinted. So you can change the design and colors over here. So you will see that all the icons become consistent with the selected color as per the option you've selected. So I really like this feature. Now the options are really unlimited, where you can customize each part and each icon with the theme which we want consistently, right? Okay, let's go back. So moving over to the settings, you can see that there have been major design changes in the general settings as well as iCloud. I think things are looking much cleaner, I would say. So let's move over to the calendar app. The calendar app also has been updated with a new look and feel. I really like the liquid glass design which is shown here as well when I select a particular event. And when I type, it doesn't matter what the background is. According to the colors, it will really make that beautiful glass-like design. Okay, and this is consistent over here as well in the search bar. The rounded edges are there. So yeah, now the next app that we'll have a look at is the new Notes app. The Notes app now is much refined, I would say. It's cleaner and there's hardly any space for improvement. This is exactly what we wanted, because it's a flat look and at the same time the rounded edges, the rounded corners are there, which again gives it a very nice new look. It's elegant. The Reminders app also is new. The colors have changed for the particular list which we had for today and the others. Now this gives a very nice rich look and feel, which I personally love, right? So with macOS 26 we have one more feature, and that new Games app is now available to all. So this is a new addition, right? This app was not there in the previous macOS versions, and I think it is an improvement from the Game Center. So let us have a look at it. So let's say if you are subscribed to Apple Arcade like me, you'll get a list of all the games, and not only that, I think the entire look of this has improved significantly, so you get to know what each game offers, right? Also you can play with your friends and they can all see your progress. So they've actually consolidated this in the games app earlier, which was there in the game center. So you don't have to go to the app store to purchase new games or find which ones are getting released. This in itself is a very rich and intuitive design. Okay, then my favorite, we have the Apple Music. As you can see, the control bar on the bottom is as per the liquid glass design, so it adjusts based on the background, right? And I think that they've done a very good job. Everything is so nicely put out. I can't believe that this is a developer beta, and that's also the first one. It's so smooth, and now you have that flat white background on top of the liquid glass. So yeah, this is also gonna work if you are gonna play along or sing along the lyrics, right? So that's there. Alright, that's amazing. Okay, so let's see if the App Store also has any changes. It's actually very similar to macOS Sequoia, which was the previous version, but again, I like the consistent look, right? So let's move over and see which other changes are there. One thing which I really liked is a detailed change, that now you can customize the folder and put some icons over there. So let's say I have a screenshot folder, I want to put an icon which is unique with this, so I can put any of this, right, and it will appear. Let's make it that. Yeah, perfect. Also I can put an emoji if I want, of my choice. So with all the new Apple emojis which you get, you can also style your folders accordingly. Another brand new change in the macOS 26 Tahoe is now that we don't have the launchpad, we now have something called apps. So apps are basically going to be a combination of your iPhone and Mac apps, right? And Spotlight search is also now changed. Now you have options, as you can see, and it is also much more consistent, right? So now if you search anything, let's say the Eiffel Tower, let's see where this takes us. Okay, we'll also get to see the new Maps app, the Apple Maps. In fact, I don't know why this widget is coming. It supposedly is a bug, but let's have a look. So as you can see, you can see this Eiffel Tower on the map. Yeah, I think this looks much better than the previous OS, in the sense that now it's smoother, cleaner, and the rounded edges, right, again on the app and the sidebar is pretty nice, right? Wow, it seems like I'm in Paris. Awesome, this is superb, right? So let's move on, right? I really like this app, but let's kind of keep moving on, see where this goes. Okay, so you can maybe play around with it a bit. Thank you everyone for watching. Please stay tuned for the next part.